What is up, guys? This is HydroxideAnt, and welcome to episode 10, the legendary, iconic episode 10 of Background Noise. We've been doing this for 10 weeks now. That sounds crazy.
Double digits?
Yeah, double digits. We've been doing this for 10 weeks
Double
now.
digits.
It's crazy. Well, as always, we're joined by our other hosts, Lyrical Phoenix.
Yep.
And Circuit Breaker.
Hey.
So, this week we don't have any guests, because, week 10, let's go back, though it's old school, go back to episode 1 was the only other episode we didn't have any guests. So, 10th episode, why not just us guys, right?
Yeah.
I think it was a pretty good idea. Because we don't have to be based on guests, you know? I love having guests, but us three, we're where the show's at, you know?
Yeah. I mean, actually, to kind of think of it, we're like one of the few podcasts out there that have a guest this often, where it's like every episode there's someone extra.
Oh yeah.
Very true. Yeah, there's a lot of podcasts that don't have guests very often, but there's also podcasts that revolve around having guests on every time as well.
Yeah.
But we are Background Noise, and we're not like anyone else. We're us.
Yep.
Yep.
So, does anyone want to tell the audience what we did yesterday?
Oh yeah, we visited a parkour gym.
Yeah. So you guys all remember last week's conversation with Wolf Sight or John, and yeah. So I sent the invite out to the rest of the podcast crew, and I'm like, hey guys, you know, my parkour crew is going out to a gym this weekend. So Friday night from 9 to 11. Oh my god, that was great.
Yeah, it was great.
Hmm.
When I woke up this morning, couldn't really move.
Bad?
It was bad, yeah. My legs are really sore, and my lower back. I went in yesterday having like a lower back problem, and I think I might have aggravated it a little bit, but I think I'm good like right now. like it's like late now, and I'm like, oh, I'm good. Let's go right now, but no, it's already done.
You know, I was actually planning on asking you guys how you felt, but I decided I'd save it for the podcast.
Yeah, how do you feel, Circuit?
Well, I can say that for the first couple hours after waking up, I was in some pain still.
Yeah, that's exactly how I felt. For the first.
That's generally how it goes on like the first time that you actually seriously train.
Yeah, we got some nice training, and I liked it.
Mhm.
We're gonna call our parkour team Background Noise, and.
Oh my god.
Going.
You have to run that by with Carl.
Yeah, Carl, and Carl's not a squirrel. Carl is the leader of the parkour group we trained with. Hey, Circuit, can you talk again?
That's amazing. I think it's so perfect. Everything perfectly.
You were sounding like a robot for a little bit for me, Circuit, but I think you're good.
Oh yeah, that's because I was talking into my can of soda.
Oh, okay. All right.
Because remember, that's what I do. I drink soda during the podcast.
No. I'm just making sure there was no like technical difficulties. I'm like, oh, we just started. No.
Yeah, no, Carl just does everything perfect.
Yeah,
he's a perfectionist when it comes to it.
The guy Carl we trained with, wow. He was really good.
I am totally not an android.
No, but he...
Totally not android.
Totally not. We are not androids. But that was so much fun. How did it feel to get back into it, Mark?
Oh my god, that felt so good. I mean, I'm so used to parkour and the amount of strain it puts on my body, so I woke up this morning feeling fine. But it was great to get back into it.
Yeah, see, I know for myself and probably Jake as well, we're not used to that strain.
No.
Yeah, no.
Well, actually, the funny thing is that when we were over there, that it was right then when I realized just how much stuff I did during like everyday life that unbelievable were actually parkour moves. Like when I jump onto like the folded bleachers, I was doing cats every time, and cat hangs and all that. Yeah. And even the way that I land when I jump from on top of stuff, it's like really, there's a move for all of this.
Yep.
Yeah, right.
And you'd be surprised by how many people don't know like that basic stuff.
Mhm. Yeah, you could go in and be like, wait, I know how to do this already. I do this all the time. But it's crazy.
Mhm. I mean, I'm glad you guys had fun. Like that was the main reason for taking you out.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun actually. It was a really good time. The crew of Backroom Boys did pod. We don't just do podcasting. We don't just play games. We also do parkour together. What don't we do together? That's what I want. Don't answer that.
Don't answer that.
There's a lot of things we don't do together. Get your mind out of the gutter, Jake.
What?
Yeah, exactly. Never mind. But so did you guys buy anything off of the Rockstar Steam sale?
Actually, no. I didn't have any cash on me at the time.
I haven't bought anything. I was so tempted to buy like all the Max Paynes because I really like Max Payne, but I don't know. I've like seen it played, so I don't think I would want to play it very that much. And then I've already played LA Noire, but on console, not on PC. But it would be the same thing.
Well, not necessarily, because sometimes like when they have to port a game from a console version to the PC version, they'll either change very little or they won't change anything at all, and that can sometimes make things a lot worse than making them better, especially today.
Yeah, that's why I already played it on console, so I won't want to play it on PC. To certain games, I love Mass Effect, but I don't think I would play Mass Effect on PC.
Yeah, that's also why I mainly look for like PC exclusives when I go to play certain games.
Yeah, that.
Like shooters, I don't care what happens because it's a shooter. There's not really much to change.
True. Yeah.
But like with like a racing game, there's gonna be a huge difference between how it handles on a console and how it handles on PCs under most cases.
Yeah, that is very true. Because
agreed,
it's just not gonna work the same. It's hard to explain what this stuff.
Especially with like key bindings. There's
exactly.
On consoles, there's gonna be a lot of keys that have to be bound to do the same thing under different situations. Mm-hmm. So it's like. It's sort of like when you port it over to PC, you either have to add more keys to the options, or you just keep it all the same. So instead of having like a separate option for jump and what else, like switch weapon or something, you'd have to in the options it would be jump / switch weapon, and it would be the same key depending on what's going on in the game.
Yeah, I understand, dude. It's good. Not always a good thing when it's with they port it over. Sometimes the games become really, really crappy. One thing that I don't remember what game it is, but I've seen a few games like this. They will like port over the game, but like like if it's a game that like it pops up on screen, oh, you have to hit this button. Like there will still be like the Xbox buttons that pop up.
Oh yeah.
That
actually, you know what?
I forget what games have done that, but.
Actually, a good example of the whole like key binding thing is actually Just Cause 2, because you literally have to press E for everything besides QuickTime events.
Oh, wait, really?
Yeah.
E
like swap weapons is E, like rearm is E and all that. Like really, it's just ridiculous.
Everything is E. Everything begins with an E, so everything is E.
Control or like X. It's just bananas how much stuff is just bound to the same key.
Yeah, right. Do you in that game have the option to bind keys to something else or no?
You do, but again, it goes back to the whole like thing that I said before. It's you still have to deal with the whole slash thing. Like you have the one command and then slash the other command, and you'll be able to rebind the keys, but it'll still be bound to two different actions.
Gotcha. That's a bummer.
Yeah.
But Just Cause 2 is a pretty good game if I remember correctly.
Oh, it is. It is. I actually beat the campaign recently.
Oh yeah? How was it? Give us your review out of 10.
Honestly, I'd actually give it a 7 out of 10.
That's solid.
It's fun, and I feel like it's the kind of campaign that's going for like the kind of thing where it makes fun of itself, because it all plays out like a bad spy movie. There's ninjas involved for some reason.
What?
Yes, there's ninjas.
Good old ninjas.
Of course.
That could be a spoiler, but
why not?
Whatever.
Could be a squirrel.
Hey, wait, I think he said spoiler.
Oh,
it might be a squirrel.
I thought you said could be a squirrel. I'm like, what?
It's like, yep, there's ninjas. That could be a squirrel.
Yeah,
a squirrel ninja? Oh my god.
Wait, a squirrel ninja?
Oh my god, squirrel ninjas. I'm just picturing right now, there's like a little squirrel stalking you the entire time.
I think everyone in the audience just pictured the squirrel ninja.
Yeah. I'm just picturing like every time I turn like my head, there's a squirrel that just jumps out of my eyesight.
Oh
god, they're everywhere. Help me!
They're everywhere.
Yeah, I started playing Amnesia, and I'm gonna be uploading.
Yeah, I noticed.
And I saw that actually.
Yeah, oh my god, I was so scared playing Amnesia. Like I am not good at playing horror games.
So I've heard.
Yeah. And so I've seen.
I don't know. I think Circuit, you might get a little more scared than I do.
Probably. I mean,
because we both played. I forget. I think we played Slender together once. And,
we did.
We didn't record it or anything, but
no, we did.
like every time, every time he was playing, the one way I can keep myself from being scared is making fun of everything in the game.
Yeah.
Because he was playing and I kept just making fun of everything he did.
Yeah.
And like I'll be like, he's right behind you. And he's like, no, he's not. He'd turn around. He actually was behind him. I start dying. He freaks out.
That's when I turn around and start freaking out. Like,
it's a great time. Mark, have you ever? Oh wait, sorry. What were you gonna say, Circuit?
I was about to say as much as I listen to the whole creepypastas and all that, and how much of I am a veteran of the whole horror genre, the one way to ensure that I get scared is to make the game immersive enough that I forget that I'm playing a game. That is probably the one way you can ensure you're scared.
When you get sucked in and you're just like,
yes, that's the best way to ensure that your audience gets scared. If you make it immersive.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And I was going to ask Mark, have you played many horror games before?
Nope.
No? Okay. Good.
I've never played a horror game before.
Smart man. You'll sleep better.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe. I mean, you don't know what goes on in my head.
There's a lot of... Yeah, I do. It was weird. I got trapped in there one night. It was awkward.
Oh, it can't be anything like my head.
Just decide to invade my dreams for a night.
Oh, it's like that SpongeBob episode where I just invade everyone's dreams.
My head is a maze of filing cabinets.
My head is a maze of colorblind tests that don't make any sense.
Oh.
Because I can't do it.
You just see a circle of randomly shaded dots.
Yeah. Is this a circle? That's literally all they are for me. It's just a circle.
Oh.
It's like a circle. What's inside the circle? Inside circle things.
It's more circles.
It's part of the circle. It's inside the circle. It's like, no, there's a number inside. 0.
There is?
So, I don't know if you guys have ever seen my laptop background, but I usually, for some reason, I like having my laptop background really creepy.
Oh, yeah? What is it?
Well, it used to be, I found just this really cool picture online that was it was like a demon that was just smiling, and there's in the lower right corner, so it fit perfectly in the screen. And I just recently found something different. So it's just I don't know why. I just like having some creepy. Yeah.
Good. My background's not creepy.
Oh, I just realized. Well, I mean, I just remembered.
What?
I finally published that the video of Ghost Recon.
Oh, you did? Oh,
yes. My procrastination finally just ended. I'm like, wait a second. I have a video they need to publish.
Right. We'll have to look at that.
Yeah.
How long was your video?
About 58 minutes.
That's around where mine was.
Yeah. I think we started recording at the same time.
Probably. Yeah. This was when it was, who was it? It was me, you, Destroyer, and Tie Killer, right?
Yeah.
And we played Ghost Recon Future Soldier.
Yeah.
For like a few rounds, but
it took me so long to get around to update to actually like publishing the video. That I'm like, so, yeah. Can I really be sure that people even remember?
That was my former background.
Okay, see, now I need to see this.
Let's see this. Creepy 2. Save. Every time I go to save these, the audience can see like my folder, so I gotta be really careful about that.
Yeah, you should make a separate folder for yeah. Just have a Skype folder.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah.
So that was my old background.
See, the people are going to be able to see this.
That actually kind of reminds you of.
Okay.
That actually kind of reminds you of Soul Eater.
And here, let me get you my new one.
Alright. It's called cool.jpg, so I'm wondering.
I was just bored. Whenever I can't think of a name, I'm just like, you know what? It's pretty cool. Cool.
That is funny.
Okay. Kill one man, murder. Kill a million, conquer. Kill them all, God. I like that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's my new background.
That's his new background. That's I like it. I like it.
I don't know why. It's just like I feel like if someone like logs into my computer without my permission, they should just be greeted by something really creepy.
It's just like my background appropriately is Mass Effect 3. It's actually a Mass Effect 3 picture. And it's like a parody of the Battlefield 3, like, opening.
Oh yeah, with like all the guys and the one dude up front who's like half on fire for no reason.
Whoa, he's just half glowing. It's not on fire.
Yeah, he's glowing.
Yeah, like he's glowing for no reason, and I honestly think it looks better in this picture than it did on the Battlefield one.
Yeah, my background is, it's actually, well, I change it every now and then, but right now I'm basically being like Kanye West right now, and my background is a slideshow of like all the pictures that I've taken myself so far. So.
Oh yeah, that's hilarious.
Now, whenever I find something I think is cool or just something that I'd like to have, I just save it to my computer.
Yeah, I'm being that guy right now. I'm surrounding myself with my own art. Assuming that I can even call it art.
Circuit Breaker is the Kanye West of this podcast.
Totally.
I'll be honest, I watched most of my videos. So, I mean, I guess I'm kind of like Kanye West in that way, too. I think I've watched every one of my videos at least once. I definitely have.
Is there any way not to? I mean, you've lived through them, so technically you're watching them.
Well, no, I mean, like, rewatch them.
Oh.
I always go...
So, have you guys both seen Frozen?
No.
I have not.
Oh, darn.
I could talk about it anyway, I don't care.
No, I mean, no, I was just going through all the pictures that I have, and I have one that's really creepy.
Let's see it.
Okay, so, did you guys know how one of the main, phrases is, do you want to build a snowman?
Do you want to build a snowman?
Well, someone...
I believe so.
Changed the colors all to a reddish tinge. Which, I'm sorry, Tony, but you won't be able to see that. but they changed the colors to a reddish tinge, and they changed the phrase from, do you want to build a snowman to, do you want to summon Satan?
Really?
Okay, I want to see this
So
now.
creepy.
Alright, Mark, you know what you need to do right now. Alright, there you go.
You know what you need to do.
Frozen ... JPEG.
Yep.
Alright, let's see this. Alright, it's gonna take a second. Alright. 17, 12, 7, 3, 1. Here it is.
Do you want to summon Satan?
Oh my god! That looks so creepy.
It actually does look kind of creepy.
It's so creepy looking. It's
Like
great,
they
though.
even made the eyes red too.
Oh, did they?
That's-
To me,
yeah.
it just looked like I pictured those kids being extremely evil.
So
Those are evil.
Yeah, that's pretty much how
it's a
you
very menacing shade of red. No, it's a very menacing shade of gray they got going on there.
Those kids
It's a very scary shade of gray, right?
Yes, it is. I completely concur. 125%.
Hmm.
A full 1 1/4 time. I agree. That's how it goes sometimes. So I put up a video on World of Tanks as well.
Yes, I did see that.
It was only one round. It was just so me to talk a little bit. But all three of us are gonna have to do another video as well.
Yes,
And
yes,
we'll,
we
and
will.
we'll call it something like. Yeah, I think I'll stick with the.
Good at World of Tanks.
Mildly okay at World of Tanks. And then as I progress, I will keep improving the title. First,
Until,
there's
like,
a
total
thing,
pro.
yeah, exactly. It's like almost MLG Pro. It's like I am God at this game. God status.
God says, gee.
Totes MLG Pro. That's so good.
So
actually.
pro.
So very pro. I also want to get a. I'm just so bad at War Thunder though. I wanted to make a video on War Thunder.
Okay.
So bad at it though. I think that's gonna be a noobing up as well.
Yeah, the way that I would describe War Thunder is sort of like, well, at least in terms of realistic battles, it's like a fluid game of chess.
Yeah.
See, I'm good at chess, so I would say I might like this one.
I'm good at Sudoku.
Sudoku.
Yeah, it's all
like
about
numbers.
positioning and well, timing really.
Oh,
Yeah.
I can probably.
You have
And
to make
actually
sure you set
being
yourself
worked
up
as a
for the best position possible for any, well, not any situation, but for the situation that you plan on going into.
Gotcha. Man, that's pretty cool.
Awkward silence.
I love silence and awkwardness.
Indeed, so do I.
Dude, awkward silence is background noise as well.
Oh yeah.
We
yeah, I mean,
are background noise.
Yeah.
We are
Exact-
back.
We are the background noise of your soul.
Yeah. Actually, you know what?
What's up?
I was online like a couple of days ago.
Yeah.
And there are these German engineers in a company called EDAG, not EGAD, but EDAG.
Yeah.
And some of their concepts are like the most amazing things I've seen. Well, at least the most interesting ideas that I've seen.
Okay, what was so
Like
interesting about them?
Like just recently, they showcased at the Geneva Auto Show. They showcased a 3D printed car chassis that was inspired by a turtle shell.
We're gonna get Steven in on this.
Did you guys know that they're planning on making a gigantic 3D printer that is going to 3D print houses from liquid concrete?
Really?
Say what?
Yeah.
That's
It's gonna be like a huge, like,
that would literally be bigger than most buildings.
no, it's literally going to be like,
That's gotta be so big though.
at least 30 by 30 feet. And it's just going to 3D print a house in it. and then they can take it apart and then move on.
That's insane, though.
The only problem I foresee with that, with such a thing, is the process that they would go by doing it. Like, would they print the foundation and everything first, or would just be like, here's a wall with another wall, and just build it up as they go on?
I don't know, but it's been proposed, and it's going to be like 3 times cheaper than the way that we build it now.
That's not bad at all, then.
So yeah. Although, most likely the reason why it's going to be 3 times cheaper is that they won't have to pay workers.
Yeah,
well,
that's
They'll have to pay, like,
besides
one programmer and one engineer, and that's it.
Yeah, that would probably be why. Because if you don't have to pay the workers for, obviously, building a house, that's going to obviously make it cheaper.
As much as I love technology, I have to say one thing. Darn machines taking our jobs.
No, yeah, but actually speaking, you're 100% correct with that. The more technology advances, the less job opportunities are going to be. In certain areas.
Yeah, honestly,
I predict that within like a few hundred years, most of like the manual labor jobs will be like out of existence.
Well, I mean, most of them. Besides me, the craftsmen who specialize in the special designs, because
I'm by like manual labor. I'm talking about like plumbers, like electricians, like all those guys. I predict that they probably won't be around anymore.
Well, it really depends on how sophisticated those machines end up being.
Hmm.
No, that's just a prediction. I don't know how sophisticated they're going to be at all, but I feel like that's probably what's going to happen.
Yeah, I mean, there are some things that a human can do that you can never program a robot to do, creating a new design for something. You can't program a robot to just recreate anything that you give.
Yeah, but coming up with like a new thing usually isn't manual labor.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean,
trust me, I've done manual labor. I know how it works.
Oh, you mean the full-time construction and all?
Like all those jobs are going to probably be gone.
I'm thinking more along the lines of like those artisans who build like one of a kind like tables and chairs and all of that on their own.
No, that's not what I'm talking about at all. I'm talking about like those are more like specialist jobs. By manual labor, I mean like any job that literally your entire job is like manual. Like you have to. Like a plumber or electrician, or like I said before, like, I don't know.
Construction worker?
Yeah, construction worker, like all those jobs.
I definitely see where you're going.
And I honestly consider more of like the craftsman to be an artist anyway.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and artists aren't going to be gone.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no. Creativity can never be programmed.
Yeah. Creativity, no, it's not going to be. Like, a guy who makes one-of-a-kind, like, chairs or tables, as you were saying, don't you guys kind of see that as art?
Yeah.
I definitely see that as art.
Yeah. I mean, the antiques and all of that.
Yeah, right? Because, you were basically creating this from, like, most of the time it's just an original concept that they came up with that they thought would look really cool. And they just do it. And that's art.
And sometimes it's cool and sometimes it's not.
And sometimes it's really weird and we yell at them and call them crazy and they quit their jobs. But,
and then tell them to get on some, like, psychotic medication.
Yeah. Thug life. You know the thug life.
Yeah. So
the thug life didn't choose me, I chose it.
Yeah. But yeah, actually, going back to EDAG though. Because I don't know. I guess this is like the one time where I actually really want to talk about something that I found. But
all right, go ahead.
But another concept that they have is actually a sports car that comes with it actually has a bed built in. And okay, so driver and passenger seat are up front, obviously.
Okay.
And the engine is also in the hood like any other car. Most sports cars that at least I've seen have the engine like more towards the back
in the hood.
for center of gravity.
Yeah, sucker.
But yeah, they have a bed that comes up out of the back of the car or towards the back of the car. And it's basically like you can sleep wherever you stop the car.
So you're basically saying it's gonna have like a bed, like how like 18-wheelers have a bed.
Basically, it's a sports car that you can live in.
Can you?
I can only assume so. I mean, it wouldn't have like a. My guess is that it wouldn't have like a stove or anything. Like you'd.
Okay,
like,
what I'm thinking is
you'd mostly be living off of like whatever is nearby where you stop the car.
For it to be livable, I don't think a bed's the only thing it needs.
Yeah.
It definitely needs some sort of like plumbing system. That would be probably key.
Oh yeah, but I mean, it's not large enough to be like a whole like a mobile home. But.
No, like what I'm picturing is, so obviously this is probably not very possible. Picture like a sports car, and then somehow you can turn the front seats into like a bed.
Right.
Like maybe it flips or something on the opposite sides, like a mattress that fits the seat. And on the back, in the back, you can wire the plumbing for it to go out the back of the car or something.
Right.
Or like out the side, like the waste would go out the side, and then you could also, like, probably fit some sort of microwave device in the other side of the back.
Sounds like it would work.
Yeah. So basically, it's like, picture like it being a 4-seater, okay?
Right.
The front 2 seats are like mattresses, and you can lean them back fully to cover, I guess, like the whatever the plumbing or the microwave device would be. But you can also sit them up to use them as chairs while driving, or like seats. And in the back is enough like feet room or anything for you to have a workable like toilet.
Yeah.
And on the opposite side, there should be enough room for you to basically like. Of course, like the wiring and everything would be extremely complex to do this.
Yeah.
But you can wire it in like a microwave or something. On the opposite side. Somehow connect the microwave to like the battery maybe. And that would be pretty cool, actually.
I'm looking at a article about the car right now. This is a concept car like back in like 2004 though.
Okay.
But by the looks of it, and this is reading like directly off the page here, but it's an individual 2-seater sports car which offers a full-size bed for the driver. The interior can be enlarged by means of an electric lift room. The modular like external transport boxes which are fitted to the waist of the car are available for. They can be turned into suitcases. Cool. And so it sounds like a sports car for like business trips.
Yeah.
So there might be like it might be the kind of thing it's like you stop at like a hotel or something, and you'd use the hotel accommodations, but you'd still be able to like sleep in the car.
But if you're paying for a hotel, why would you sleep in your car?
I don't know. Maybe just being able to like leave immediately.
No. But I mean, like, if you're paying for a hotel, you would have to, unless they like this becomes a huge thing in the future, and they make like a system where you can use the hotel's things, but for like a reduced price because you're not sleeping in the hotel.
Yeah.
But like what I'm trying to get at is if you're paying for a hotel room and you sleep in your car. Why did you pay for a hotel room?
Yeah, I mean, the hotel thing is something that I just speculated, but
No, but I'm just saying, like, in that scenario, because that's a logical scenario. Because if you're going to sleep in your car, you can't just pull off to the side of the road. You have to go to a area where this could happen. But if this becomes, like, a really big thing, I can picture there just being, like, a parking lot or, like, a big structure where you can just, like, park your cars and just go sleep.
Yeah.
Like a truck area rest stop sort of deal, but for normal cars. Because, like, you know how 18-wheelers, they have, like, all stops for them and stuff? Where it's a rest area stop. It's specifically made for truckers so they can stop and, like, rest. And basically, there's, like, a convenience store and everything.
Yeah.
So, what I'm thinking is they probably could make one of those for normal cars and just everyday, like, you know what I mean? Like, people... it would be a little tweak to the system of like the truckers, but it could totally be possible. Like,
Yeah,
you can do it like off of like every like 10 exits or something. If it becomes such a big deal.
It will work.
And or maybe more than 10. Whether if this idea catches on, this would have to be like become like a big thing though for that to happen.
Yeah. And hang on, before we move on, I'm gonna post a link to the article that I was reading, so that way, later on we can all get like fully accustomed to this idea.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, because I by no means I'm serving the concept any real justice here. I'm like really skimming over the details. So.
Huh.
Looks interesting.
So it does look like with the lift room down, it does look like a legit sports car, and that's what it's designed to be. It's designed to be like fast, nimble, and all of that. But it does have the room in the back that it can be lifted up for everyday stuff.
Yeah, I got you. I showed the audience all the words on the page.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can pause it and read that if you'd like, audience, now, because I showed it for a little bit. So that's a way of doing that.
Yeah, definitely.
although I don't think we're ever going to be seeing this because this was a concept back in 2004, and we haven't seen anything like it.
Yeah, we haven't seen. It's 10 years ago, and no one else has tried it.
Yeah, unless they suddenly get like a boost in funding or whatever, we're probably never going to see this. But
the only way there's going to be boost of funding is if everyone likes this video, shares it, and shows it to like Ford or GM or something, and they really like the idea. So if Ford, GM, if you're watching this, whatever car companies, I don't care who makes it, yeah, you better give us some money for this idea. If you make this and make billions off of this, I expect a few million.
And I expect to be split some of that, Tony.
Yeah, give him a few.
I wouldn't. Yeah. I mean, technically,
give Jacob some because he
brought it. Go directly to EDAG because they're the ones who generated the concept, and they're also engineers themselves, so they would be the ones making the car.
Don't care. I want money. If this becomes a great idea, if they do this and they follow exactly what I said, I want money.
Well, I mean, it is their concept.
I don't give a crap. Awkward silence.
Yeah. But yeah, and honestly, the last thing that at least I saw from them was actually kind of cool. It was basically like, they call it the light car, I think it is. And like everything, okay, like, there's really not really a way for me to describe it besides just the head, like the car itself just looks amazing. The only thing I can do is like give a link again.
Alright, put a link.
Alright. Just give me a second.
Alright. But, man.
Yeah, I mean, the car itself looks incredibly futuristic.
What kind of car did you say this was?
They call it the light car.
Okay. Waiting for that link.
Don't worry. Oh, this is fantastic.
Mr. Fantastic.
Nope. There's a site. There's a full site for the concept itself. Hang on. This ought to be good. But yeah,
okay.
But yeah, basically what it does is it's like a car that can...
EDAG, I hope you don't mind that I'm showing this. I'm giving you sales if anything. I'm not going to play that video. Is there a picture of it, or do I have to play the video?
I think you can skip past the video. Yeah, you can skip past the video.
Yeah, okay. News. Okay.
But yeah, basically what the card does is it projects.
It looks like a. Are you talking about the card? It looks like a box. Little.
Well,
it looks very smart car-esque.
Well, there are two versions. Like there's the one that you saw, which was more like a box, and then there's also a sleeker version of it. And basically, what it does is it'll project warning lights and everything around the car rather than just on it. So like in like fog and all that. Mainly it's it's like a rental car kind of thing. So I don't think it will be like a regular everyday civilian driver kind of deal. But just looking at it, it looks awesome alone, to me at least.
It does.
Yeah, I'm trying to find.
And of course, I'm referencing the like the one that you'll see in black towards the end.
Do you have to play the video to see the other version?
I think so. Yeah.
All right. Well.
But you can skip to the end of the video. Like you can pause it as soon as it starts.
Yeah, I'm not gonna put the video due to the possible copyright.
Yeah, I understand.
But I'll put the link in the description of the video.
Okay.
But yeah, it looks probably a cool concept.
Yeah. And there's a link to the version to the version of the car that I'm talking about.
Whoa.
That looks so much cooler than the other one.
Yeah.
So futuristic.
I'm looking at that one. I'm just like,
okay.
I need this like now.
That is. Wow.
Okay, so we're all getting one of those, right?
Yeah. Wow. EDAG, respect. So much respect.
So much respect.
I really hope that EDAG doesn't mind that I'm showing this. I doubt they're watching, or
Yeah.
I doubt
From what
they
I
have any
saw,
copyright
it was
claims on
open
YouTube.
source.
Oh, is it? Yeah, it does say open source.
I don't think.
Okay, it says
Yeah,
open source on the website, so we should be good. But that is so cool. Even the way the tires look, though.
Yeah.
Like the rims. Even the rims look. Even the doors, everything looks so futuristic. This is like what I picture a future car to look like.
Yeah, I saw this, and the first thing I thought was future.
Yeah,
right.
exactly. Wow. I can't stop looking at it.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful car.
Yeah, but the whole thing about it is that it can project like warning symbols and everything onto like the road around it.
How realistic is this car being on the road anytime soon?
I honestly have no idea, but I hope that someone, like some big car manufacturer or something, sees this and gives EDAG.
Is this just an idea?
That is, I think
like
that's the concept.
Okay.
Yeah, I believe that's another concept. That's most of what I've seen out of them is concept cars.
Gotcha.
Mm.
That would be so cool if that was to be made, though.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Because that is what I picture a future car to look like.
Yeah.
When I had the idea of a futuristic-looking car in my head, it looked very similar to that.
Yeah.
The whole smooth, flow of the entire car, like the way it's lit up. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's basically it.
It's just so clean. I just can't take my eyes off of it.
That's a great way of describing it. Clean.
It's a clean-cut car.
It is.
Yeah,
it's very clean.
Yeah, if I that actually kind of changed my idea of what car I'd want to drive to work every day. Yeah.
I want to look like I am from a future company of some sort.
Yeah, right.
Honestly, if I had the opportunity, I'd probably go to work for EDAG immediately if I could.
Yeah, right. I wish I could just show up places in my car, get out and be like, I'm from the future.
Yeah.
I've come to warn you from the future.
I've come to warn you from the future. That thing you're gonna do later, don't do it! It will go horribly wrong. And you will cause a chain reaction of events that will go crazy.
Yes, and also, I have hopefully this is the last link I have to share with you guys, but I remember the 3D printed car chassis that they made that I told you about?
Yep.
Yeah, you have a picture of that?
Uh-huh. Honestly, honestly, it looks kind of goofy, but at the same time kind of awesome.
That's
This is only a chassis, so.
And these are all EDAG is all like ideas, right?
As far as I've seen, yes, but I'm pretty sure that if you gave them the opportunity, they could very easily make like a full model car for each of these ideas. I mean,
this one looks more to be like a.
It seems to be made more for racing.
Esque car, I would say. Probably like maybe it's the future of like Formula 1 racing.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's pretty cool looking.
All right, so now that I've properly amazed you guys, let's move on to something else before I have another stroke of genius or well, not genius, but
before I find something else that
amazes me.
Say if you have more genius, let it happen.
Yeah, because I mean, obviously none of these are my ideas, but
yeah, I know what you mean. But
yeah.
I'm trying to think of stuff that the background noise crew could do together, like and put on YouTube.
Oh yeah.
Do you guys have any ideas or more World of Tanks?
Oh yeah.
How about League of Legends?
Tanks is an option.
See, I've never actually played League of Legends before.
I have played it quite a lot.
I can't get it to run on my computer. My incredibly like supercomputer that can run almost anything, and I'm just sitting here like, why won't League of Legends run on my computer?
I don't know then. That's peculiar.
That's very peculiar.
Yeah.
I've never even tried running League of Legends because no one's ever really. Actually, a few people have asked me to play it before, but like, yeah, I'm like, hey, I don't have it. So they just stopped asking. But
yeah,
that would be cool. Any other like? It's got to be a game where like all three of us can play like together.
Yeah.
Like. Hey, we could play Left 4 Dead 2.
We could.
I mean, it's free for.
Yeah, everyone has it, so we could find a fourth person and add them in, or we could just play with a bot.
I mean, I've still got PlanetSide 2.
I haven't played PlanetSide 2 in such a long time. The last time I think I played PlanetSide 2 was to make the Magic Music Terminal video that I put up.
I've never played PlanetSide 2.
Wait, really?
You haven't?
Because, okay, so Block 42 and MiG 24 whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
Whatever those numbers are.
No one really knows.
They convinced me to get the game, and I'm like, okay. And then by the time I actually got it, they're like, we're not really playing that anymore.
I played with, one of the longest play sessions I've ever played was with Block 42. Actually.
And I do play often, but I do have a bit of... Lately I've been having a bit of a connection issue where I get like 15 minutes in, and then my connection will just completely short out to the PlanetSide 2 server.
Huh.
I mean, I guess I have been looking around, and it looks like it might be an easy fix. I just need to find out exactly what's wrong with my client specifically.
Yeah. When I first got PlanetSide 2, I played with Circuit Breaker a few times, but then I also played with Block 42 and TIE Killer.
Yeah.
That was a lot of fun, actually.
And honestly, I think that the only problem that would happen with me specifically playing the game is that if we start doing like squad tactics or anything like that, I do get kind of serious about it. So.
No, that'd be fine. I mean, I don't really care.
I mean, I'm not the kind of, I wouldn't be like the whole like no fun allowed kind of serious, but I do try to get stuff done.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
We could also play. I know we've been meaning to get like a big thing of like Minecraft going. Like,
oh yeah.
We probably need Stevie Wonder for that though, because he's a genius and he has all the servers.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Block 42 is. I don't know if he might lie to you and tell you he's not that smart, but he's a genius. Don't listen to him. Next time he comes on here, I'm going to ambush him, calling him a genius, and see what he does.
I'm in.
Mark, are you in on that?
Oh, definitely.
Because he's so smart when it comes to, like, tech-based stuff. It's ridiculous. It is redonkulous. It's a catastrophe. I've lost track too many times.
Alright,
Yeah,
so...
That's about it. What were you saying? Huh? Words?
Oh, yeah, I got nothing else, really.
Okay. Okay, so this is a random question, but if you guys could take a dream vacation anywhere, where would it be to?
Oh, that's a tough one. I have 3 locations.
If you have more than one location or more than one vacation, feel free to name them.
All right, so I have 3 locations. The last one is actually more of just like a general kind of dream for me.
Okay.
But 2 places I'd like to go for a vacation would be England, Germany, and then the last one, which is like literally out of this world, Mars.
Oh, okay. That is a solid one. Yeah. England is definitely on mine. That's definitely on my scale. But, Lyrical, do you have any places?
Maybe possibly Australia. Australia.
I mean...
places that you really want to just go to once?
Honestly, I would like to go to the Himalayas. I would like to see that.
Solid option. Solid. I like it. I definitely would like to go to Italy as well. I have a whole big section of my family that's in Italy, and that none of my family's ever met before. Which I'll explain that in like a separate video, that whole story. But yeah, that's a good idea for a video now. I can talk about that. That's pretty cool. But there's a whole 1/4 of my family I've technically never met before. I'll give a little tidbit. My grandfather was adopted. So. And he's 100% Italian. He was born in Italy. So there's a whole, like, 1/4 of my family that I've never met before. Technically speaking. But that's blood related to me, I should say.
Fair enough.
Yeah, so that's definitely a reason why I would definitely like to go to Italy at some point. If anything, just to find someone to be like, hey, we're related! You have no idea who I am! But like, what if I go to Italy?
Who are you?
Like, on a serious note, what if I go to Italy and I see people that look like me?
It could be very scary. It could also
No, I would love that. Like, that would be so cool. Because, like, I don't look like too many people in my family. I mean, so that'd be so cool if I found people and be like, what? Oh my god, you're me! Except you don't speak English, so you don't know what I'm saying. This is a bad idea. Poorly thought. Should have learned Italian before I came here, so I'm gonna learn Italian before I go to.
Okay,
now I'm imagining like the whole mirror skit, like it's like you had the 2 people that look exactly like running into each other, or even looking nothing alike, but dressed the same, looking at each other,
they have, like, the same
just sitting there doing like the arm motions and seeing if they can match each other, just to make sure it's actually a mirror.
Yeah. What were you saying, Mark?
I took Italian for 2 years in my middle school, and then I moved to Massachusetts, and you don't have Italian.
Yeah.
And I had to go back to Spanish, which I hate.
Yeah,
Not for any specific reason. I think I've met, I'm friends with quite a lot of Spanish people, but just the fact that every Spanish teacher I've ever had has been a horrible person.
Yeah.
Do I know why? No. They're just a horrible person.
It's terrible people.
Honestly, when I heard that Mascon used to have a German class, I freaked out that I wasn't there sooner because I really want to learn German. Or possibly even Russian, but,
Future reference, don't mention the name of high school.
Oh, right.
But yeah. I personally don't mind taking Spanish, but I'd much rather take Italian.
Yeah.
Like, if I could have taken Italian, I would have been so happy. Oh, that would have been so cool. Because I took Spanish, I didn't really care for it too much, so I didn't try as hard as I could have. But I feel like if I took Italian, I would have been like an A+ student in it, because I would have really tried. Because that's a language I strive to speak one day. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Also, like, for me, there's a few few possible destinations. This is just places I would like to live in the future. I definitely want to live in England for a little bit. Like, just live there, not just vacation. Like, actually live there for a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
In New York City, definitely want to live, like, somewhere in the city, probably more towards, like, Manhattan. The Manhattan area. And maybe, like, Los Angeles for a little bit. Just to go, like, to the big time. Just, like, even just visit that even if that's more of, like, a vacation, just, like, visit there.
Yeah. Well, also, you know what, that should be, actually, no, finish up, but, okay. You know.
Yeah. Also, I want just once to go to Las Vegas. I can just keep repeating. I literally want to go to Las Vegas just for probably this reason. I want to just keep repeating what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Yeah.
So I can walk around and punch someone as hard as I can. I'm like, yo, man, whatever happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Like, knock him out, leave. I flee town, and like I get sued, but I like use that in a court case. It's like the saying is that what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. So we're not in Vegas.
This is not Vegas, therefore you cannot sue me.
Ban me from ever going back to Vegas, and then I would never go back to Las Vegas.
You've already done what you wanted to do, therefore you have no reason to.
I have no reason. Like, okay, have you guys ever had, like, these weird, like, an idea that you really want to do, just, like, mess with people in real life? Like, here's an example for one for me. You know, someone that calls the house and, like a telemarketer kind of deal, a salesperson, and they try to pitch you a product.
Yeah.
What I always really wanted to do was, as they're trying to sell me something, so they would be saying, like, oh, you should really buy our product. I'd be like, wait, hold up, 1 second. That sounds amazing and all, but I have a product to pitch to you. I want to try selling the salesperson something and trying to get them to buy something.
I don't remember the guy's name, but there's a guy who, a telemarketer called him and he completely bullshitted everything. He was just like, this is a murder scene. Did you know this man, sir? And then he's like, I think I'm going to get... No, you are not allowed to hang up the phone, sir. We do not know if you were involved in this, and we must know. Now, I need to ask you this. It's known that Mr. Johnson, or whatever his name is, was a known homosexual. Were you his gay lover? And after that, the guy just hung up. It's like, Sir?
He's gone.
He's gone.
Mission accomplished.
Were you this man's gay lover?
That is the best way to deal with telemarketers ever.
Yeah, it was. I was dying when I heard it. I was just like, oh god.
That's so great. There's so many things like that I wish I could just do. But, like, you don't get the opportunities to. Because, like, there's not too many salespeople that call houses anymore.
Yeah. And most of the time, most of those that do, it's like fake insurance or something like that.
It's like a automated message.
Oh, yeah, the automated message.
You can't try selling an automated message anything.
Can you?
No.
Would you like some new voice recognition systems?
I can sell you a great voice recognition system. You want to sound like Mr. T? I can make it happen. I'll pity the fool who don't buy my product. Something like that.
Yeah, actually, also, and I got this idea while we were talking about the whole like vacation spot thing. But
okay, what's up?
What about like lifestyles that we see for ourselves in the future?
What do you mean by that?
Like things like where we see ourselves like living like in a permanent living space, if any, or like what kind of cars we would have, or like, you know, just like the general condition that we ideally want to live under.
Huh. Well, I'll let you guys go first so I can think about this. Do you have an idea for yourself, Circuit?
I do, but I don't. Right. There are a couple things that I'm very shaky about right now, but one of the main things is like, whatever happens, I have to have some sort of car that that has at least that's at least like decent horsepower and a high top speed, because got to go fast.
It's
obviously.
interesting to me that you went for the car. Was the first thing that was in your head.
Yeah.
It was fun. Point that out. Go ahead.
Yeah, and honestly, I'd be kind of happy with a modest house, but I do definitely want to live by some place that has, you know, like a nice, decent, like wide open area, just so I can go fast without having to worry about, you know, police or anything.
Yeah.
So you just want to break the law?
Well, not break the law, but I do.
Kidding.
Like even.
He's not kidding. You want to break the law, don't you? Admit to it now on the podcast, or forever hold your peace.
I'm holding my peace.
All right, hold your peace, man. Hold your peace. Hold your peace sign up right now.
Dude, hold your peas. No one needs to see those.
Yeah, man. Keep your peas to yourself. I don't want them. They're so small and like green.
But I just cook them.
Dude, I don't want any. Just eat them yourself.
They're a vegetable. They're healthy for you.
I don't want them. I don't want them. You can have them.
I mean, I guess I would also be sort of alright living by myself. Yeah, but
In the ideal situation, would you live by yourself?
Probably not. I'd be okay with it, but I probably wouldn't want to live absolutely by myself.
Understood.
And whatever job I want the most, it'll probably be some sort of scientist, physicist, chemist, whatever it may be. That'll be one of those that I just absolutely have to have.
Understood. Is that all for you?
Yep, that's about everything that I'm sure about.
Well, okay. I guess I'll go. Yes. Next, or Lyrico, do you want to go?
After you.
Okay. Personally speaking, the first thing when you talk about like a future is I think family first.
Yeah,
like
same.
Family situation first. I don't think of like house or cars first. I think of the situation like of my family. I love my family here, but I feel like I would I would like to live a little bit away from them. But like my family situation, I would definitely prefer to be married. Have maybe 2 kids, probably. 2 kids would probably be solid.
Okay.
Because I feel like I'm biased because that's where my family is. Like, we're 2 kids. Like, it's me and my brother. So,
yeah.
Because I feel like that works so well for us that maybe that's why I want to do that. But also, I would like to... I wonder where I would live would be interesting. Honestly, I'm thinking somewhere, maybe still like here, maybe like North Carolina, I don't know. North Carolina is a solid just like option just because it's like right in the middle of everything. It's got the southern ties, but also northern ties. So you could have, I guess, best of both worlds if you want. I feel like...
I'll stop now.
Sorry, I had to continue the first line of that song. So it had to happen. It had to happen. But, like, honestly, I feel like even if I go to North Carolina, I'd feel like a northerner. Like, or I feel like I'd feel, like, anywhere down south, I would feel so, like, northern. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's in certain places, they're like, you a Yankee? I'm like, no, I don't play for the Yankees. I wonder if anyone's ever made that mistake before. Probably.
Well, maybe. Like it had to have been a while ago, though.
Maybe not a while ago, but it had to happen at least once. There's gotta be someone dumb enough to be like, yeah, I don't play for the Yankees, man. I used to play baseball when I was younger, man, but I don't play for the Yankees.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, though, I don't think I could ever see myself... Well, no. There probably are a few places, like, further south in the U.S. that I could see myself living in, but not many, simply because of how... And I know that no one up here is anything like the actual people in the southern U.S., but I just had so much, like, enough of all the people that with the fake country people, like the ones who walk around in like I can't even like think of what I'm trying to say here, but to sum up, I guess I could just say that I've had enough of like the whole country attitude, to say the least.
Gotcha.
It's just overbearing at this point, anyway.
Yeah. I mean, because we grown up in an area that's very not southern.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people who
they want
southern.
so badly to be part of the whole southern culture, and it's just like no.
I mean, it's what they want, man. It's like I can't hate on anyone for what culture they want to be part of.
I mean, that's the thing, though. It's not just that they want to be part of the culture, but they try so much to emulate not the actual culture, but the stereotypes of the culture. You know.
Yeah.
So it's not so much that they've had too much of the culture, but I've had too many people trying to incorporate stereotypes into the culture, and it's just like no, just don't. You're making them into a joke more than anything. Just stop.
Interesting. What's your take on this, Mark?
Well, I mean, we never actually got to what I'd want to live, but
yeah, you know what? Yeah, we didn't do that. Mark, where would you like to live? Like, what's your family situation and everything in the future?
Honestly, I would like to be married. I would like to have no more than 3 kids. I wouldn't mind having an only child or having 2, but no more than 3.
Solid.
And honestly, just modest. Like, I wouldn't need anything fancy, but I would just enough to get by, enough to, have my kids have a good life.
Yeah, exactly. That's and in all reality, and for the future, all I want is my kids to have just as good as a life or better life than I have.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's all I could ask for if I have kids in the future, and I ask for them not to be colorblind as well. So that's just a little tidbit for me.
Yeah.
Because I feel so guilty if I have a son and he sees in black and white too. I'd be like, son, you know how I feel.
Well, I mean, possibly by that point they'd have the technology. Well, I don't want to say to fix things like that because, I mean, I don't want to put you down, bro. But
yeah, I know you do. But it's deficient.
Yeah, I mean, by then they could have the technology to sort of, to sort of correct the color blindness kind of thing.
But the thing is, I want every. Let's just. I hope you guys don't mind me talking about the color blindness for a little bit.
Oh,
go for it.
Not at all.
I don't mind when people be like, "Oh, dude, I hope they can fix that one day." It always felt just like the smallest insult.
Yeah.
In a way, because it's kind of like a dig at me just because it's like fix it. So it's like you're saying there's something wrong with me.
Yeah, and that's actually sort of why I wanted to avoid using the word fix or problem.
I understand. Because it is technically an issue. It is a.
It's not an issue, but it does make things difficult. It makes things more difficult for you.
It does make things difficult.
Just like being the only person to see in color in a place where everyone is colorblind it would present some sort of issue.
Yeah, it would.
It would make you an outcast.
Yeah, it would, exactly.
Yeah.
And to be honest, it's like when you're colorblind, no one knows unless they do. Because it's not like you're gonna look at me and be like, "Oh, he's colorblind."
Yeah. I mean, technically, in terms of evolution, you're actually more normal than most other people, really. Yeah. Like in terms of relations to other organisms.
Yeah, exactly. Most organisms do not see in color.
Yeah.
That's why I always joke around that me and dogs are on the same mental playing field. that's why we get along so much. So I always get along really well with dogs, especially. Dogs like me for some reason. I don't know why. They do. We get along. We chill.
Yeah.
We always chill. We have a good time. We have a secret handshake, me and every dog in the world. But yeah, I mean, sometimes it would always feel like a little bit of a dig at me. But I mean, people have tried so hard to. In my life to make me feel bad for being colorblind sometimes, nothing really gets to me.
Yeah.
Wait, people have tried to make you feel bad about it?
Yeah, exactly. There's a lot of people who would, in the past, make fun of me for being colorblind.
Dang.
I always just played it off, but...
Being a dick.
Yeah. It's like, but people make fun of people for every reason. If you have any type of deficiency in any type of way, people are going to try to exploit it.
Yeah.
But true.
That's also, well, I can't really call this a problem per se, but I guess that would also be sort of a reason why I make such a big joke out of being black. It's because, like, I feel like if I don't make a joke out of it, then someone else will, and they'll, like, mean it in an actual hurtful way at some point in my life. So I tried, it's sort of like a preemptive defense.
Yeah, I know. It really bugs me that people can still be like any type of racist. Like, that feels like such an old concept, you know? Like, it feels like something that should have been left in like the 1950s. Like, that's where it should have like disappeared completely. Like the fact that it's still around in 2014 really bugs me. The fact that people are against like gay marriage at this point really bugs me as well.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell is the point of being against it? I mean, okay, my personal thing, I don't know what your guys' beliefs on this is. I apologize if I'm offended anyway.
Honestly, I have nothing against it.
Yeah. My thing is, okay, there are two human beings that are in love. I don't care who they are, what scenario they're in. If there are two human beings in love, they should get married. If they want to get married. It shouldn't matter if they're girl, boy, boy, it doesn't matter. If they're in love and they're humans, they should be able to do it. Bestiality, completely different thing. Completely, I'm not gonna go there.
I just opted not to care about the situation altogether.
Could be seen as a little insensitive, though. Unless you're referring to bestiality. Wait, you mean, which one are we referring to?
I was referring to like everything. Like, I don't care if a person wants to get married or if they don't want to get married.
Oh, okay.
Just like,
the way you said that.
Well, yeah, the way I said it makes it sound worse than I actually mean it. But I mean, like, it's the kind of thing where it's like, it's like the whole like do you kind of thing.
Yeah,
like,
exactly, right.
Like,
it's like
no,
I
don't care how you do it. Just do you.
Yeah,
as long as you're not hurting anyone, you're good.
Yeah, that's
honestly with me. People are always saying, like, it's a choice. You choose to be that way.
You do not. No, you do not.
Why would you choose to be harassed and abused by, what, I'd say, like, 50% of the American population?
Exactly.
So if it was a choice, no one would choose it.
It really bugs me that people, like, are like, oh, it's a choice. You can be treated for it. It's like, no, it is not. It just happens.
That also brings me to one thing that I have seen every now and then, at least on the internet. What? Where basically what it is like for every big controversial thing, like even this, like the whole gay straight argument, there's going to be those few people that will fake being the minority just so they can prove a point, or just to get because like back when this whole thing was like a brand new, I don't want to say problem, but a brand new like ordeal.
Yeah.
There were a few people who just immediately decided, and again, this goes back to the whole it's not a choice thing, but there were a few people who just decided, yep, I guess that means I should probably be gay now just so I can make a point, or like maybe I can get some recognition out of this by choosing to be.
Don't deserve to.
Yes, they don't, and that's all.
It's like,
and that also brings you to another point that I want to make here is that you shouldn't be treated as a hero either. Like you shouldn't be antagonized for being the minority, but you also should not be made into there shouldn't be any like heroics to being a minority.
In certain situations, there should be.
Well, yes, in certain situations,
if
you
are breaking a barrier of some sort,
if you break a barrier, that's a different condition. But
best NBA player Jason Collins plays for the Brooklyn Nets. Became the first openly gay professional athlete in the 4 major sports to ever exist.
Yeah.
And that was a huge thing. And he is a hero in that community. Like, he should be. He is the first ever, like, famous professional athlete to be gay and actively play.
Yeah.
He had the courage to come out during his career, which he's not the first gay person to ever play in one of the 4 major sports, but he is the first to come out during his career.
Yeah.
Which was really, really something that was special. Also, like, Jackie Robinson.
Yeah.
He's a hero in his own sense, because he broke the color barrier in baseball.
Oh yes, but those are special conditions. I mean,
you didn't specify. You said that people shouldn't be looked as a hero, like, at all. So I was just giving you some examples that would.
Oh yeah, those conditions were well, for those, yes, they did. You know, they did something that really.
But like, if you
put a foot forward,
like, if someone is like, oh, they're gay, oh, you're a hero. No.
Or, yeah, like they
you
like the person, like, say today,
or
if someone,
someone's like, I'm a minority. Oh my God, you're a hero. Thank you.
Or like, oh my goodness, I'm so proud of you for doing this, and just immediately. Well, I mean, no, not for doing something, but like just for saying the obvious, or so.
It depends,
so to
though.
speak.
Like when it comes to homosexuality, at least, there is a certain part of like where you should be proud.
Yes, there are.
Because no, I'm just talking about when the person comes out.
Oh, yeah.
That is when you can idolize them for a little.
Yeah, because they're going beyond the fear that they would otherwise have.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, in general, where people I'm talking about, like, where people just passively go.
Yeah, and you're right. It's like someone saying, "Hey, look at me. I am a small majority. Oh my God, you're a hero."
Yeah. I guess what I mean is people should not be idolized for being themselves, so to speak. I don't mean that in a sense of like oh, this person did something amazing, but we're really only celebrating what they were when they did it. I don't want to make it sound like I'm discrediting anybody, because there are people out there that do deserve to be praised in some form for things that they've done. But I mean, I guess what I'm trying to say is that you shouldn't be treated any differently for some sort of like special condition.
Yeah, like, you shouldn't be treated differently. Everyone should be treated equally.
Yeah, it's true. I guess what I'm asking for, like, true equality.
Better. They don't need by equally. They should be. Yeah, the only time we're ever gonna have equality is if everyone's treated equal. Not any worse or not any better.
Yes, and I'd also like to apologize for my stuttering as well. Dude,
you're fine.
It's what happens when I get up about this kind of stuff.
Dude, don't worry about that. I'm sure we are background noise. It doesn't matter if you stut. I'm just kidding. But yeah, I mean, just the fact that, like, let's come back to it, the fact that people, where this all started, the fact that people in the year 2014 still have prejudice in these fields is so very dumb.
Yeah, and I mean, to be completely honest, the only reason why things like this drag on so long is because of the fact that people continue to treat them like big ordeals. The more you treat anybody's condition, whether it be their race, their orientation, or anything like that, the more you treat that like a normal everyday thing, and less like, oh, they're a bad person because of this, or less like, oh, they're some big important hero because of just how they are. Mm-hmm. So the quicker you can get over the difference, and things can go back to normal.
Yeah, I understand. Like, if the day everyone's gonna be equal is when everyone's treated the same.
Yeah, it's the same kind of thing as like the whole like feminism versus masculinism. The more you do treat people the same, no matter what they are, the better things will be in the long run, because you won't have those people that receive hate because of their special treatment either.
I agree.
Honestly, it depends on who you are. Like, I don't care if you have a disability or if you're homosexual or if you're a minority. It really depends on what your personality is that decides whether or not I like you.
Yeah, exactly. I don't care who you are. If you're a dick, you're a dick. Either way, it doesn't matter. It's like saying like, oh, I hate that guy. Wait, you hate him because of like a reason? It's like, no, he's a jerk. That's why I don't like him.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like there's no underlying reason. It's just because he's a jerk.
Yeah, not like you have to like them for certain reasons, or
exactly.
dislike them for certain reasons.
Just because the condition exists does not mean that the hostility or friendliness is because of that condition. Condition.
I understand.
Okay.
But hey guys, I think this is probably where we're gonna wrap up today.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's a good note to stop on.
Yeah, perfect. Frozen's about to start, and I'm getting go.
Perfect. All right, guys. Well, this has been the iconic, legendary, epic episode 10 of Background Noise. Thank you for coming as always, and
I'll try my best not to make sure you get the last word this time. Wait.
I mean,
you are not getting the last word this time. That last word belongs to me.
Okay.
I think you're just all crazy.
Oh.
Yeah.